Hello folks, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In this video, we will be discussing a current affair topic. This video is presented to you by your faculty, Sushma KP. So what is the topic that we will be looking into today? China confirms J-35A leak, strategic setback for Pakistan, and India gains insight into the countermeasure. What exactly is happening? What if China ka some plan goes every? What is it for Pakistan and India? This is what we will be seeing in the course of the video. Okay, and how does it affect the geopolitical in your Indo-Pacific region? Right. Before we enter into the topic, we have a small announcement from Legacy IAS Academy. Legacy IAS Academy new batches are starting from your April 17, 2025 for your regular batch. One thing if you have to consider as to why you have to join Legacy IAS Academy, that is for your UPSC preparations. First and foremost, one interesting feature about your Legacy IAS Academy is it is a limited 40 member per batch. There will be personalized training. Prelims, mains, and interview will have an integrated coaching. With your prelims, you have all India mock test, you have prelims test series, you have mains test series, you have mains answer writing program. And for interview, you have mock interview panels. So you will be hand guided throughout your entire UPSC, CSE, IAS preparations. Another most important thing about your Legacy IS Academy is the classes that will be given will not be just your advanced classes. The classes will begin from your NCRT level. That is, irrespective of fact, whichever background you're from, whether you know, whether you don't know the content, you will be taught from the scratch for what is necessary for your UPSC preparation. That is from basic NCRT classes to your advanced classes to your mock tests, mock exams, mock interviews. Everything will be a holistic approach. So the seats are filling out. Do apply if you are interested. For further more information, you can check into Legacy IS Academy website, or you can even avail the demo classes in your Legacy IS app. The April 17th batch has opened. The seats are filling sooner. We also have your weekend batch for your April 19th, 2025 batch. Then we have a regular batch again for your May 12th, 2025. Now, for those of you who are attempting prelims 2025, we also have free all India prelims mock tests. You can avail the services and see where you stand in the preparation and do the necessary course correction needed. All right, now let's get back to the topic. Now, look at this. The Ministry of State Security confirmed the espionage case in a rare and forceful statement exposing the extent of China's internal security vulnerabilities and the potential damage to its military advancements. As usual, first I'll tell it to you like a story, you listen to it like a story, then we'll first build the skeleton, then we will put it in the facts. For a very long time, your Chinese social media pe news was circulating that there is a leak on military, advanced, highly sensitive information from your Chinese military. Your Chinese military, that is, they neither confirmed nor rejected it. Recently, they were forced to look at this thing. Espionage case in a rare and forceful statement. The Ministry of State Security came out and told, yes, a leak has happened. So, like I told, for a very long time on social media, there was a speculation that there is a leak on your highly classified and extremely vulnerable, sensitive information of your Chinese military. There's something called as, now, when I say this J-35A, this is a stealth mode. Okay. Now, this determines the change in the aviation, that is Air Force, right? Aircraft pe. This is extra stealth mode. This cannot be observed by radars. that easily, and also it can conduct extensive amount of your military operations. When I say military operations, further down I will explain what it means. But again, like as usual, social media पे this was going on. Your China didn't come out and confirm it also, nor did it reject it. Then it came out and told who was the person responsible for it, why did he do, how did he do. Okay, so the story goes that there was this guy called Liu. He was the one who was involved for this highly confidential leak. He was working in domestic defense organization wherein this guy was handling sensitive data. Now, this guy went rogue and started selling this information. He had access to this F-35 ska stealth mode aircraft information. He went rogue and he started selling this information to other foreign assets. Why was the question? He said that this guy Liu was disgruntled. He was dishappy that when he was to be promoted, but he did not get promoted. Rather, someone else got promoted. In that anger, he just took the data and went with him. Okay, took the data in a sense, told the data. Then he went and joined an investment firm. He resigned from there. He went and joined an investment firm. There also again because of your high stakes stocks, okay, lot of issues there. He was again wanting for other alternate source of income, or otherwise your illegal income, wherein he took this data and he made contact with other foreign assets or agents wanting to sell this data. Now, these foreign assets and agents bought the data at low cost and then severed ties with him. In the past 6 months, he traveled to various countries trying to establish contact with other various foreign assets to sell the data. They took the data from him and they severed the contact. Now, this raised the security in your Chinese national security. So, they put this guy under extensive surveillance. Then they realize, yes, this guy has leaked highly sensitive data. What and all has he leaked? No one knows. That they have not made it public yet. And what happened was his punishment for that was execution. The way the punishment was meted out was so swift and quick, portraying your Beijing's commitment to telling espionage, leaking of nations secured informations, vulnerable information, sensitive information will be met with ultimate punishment. Beijing will not tolerate this. Is what is your J-35A. Now, few things to this I will add. What is it about this J-35A? Yes, it is stealth mode, it's aircraft aviation, it's good. So, what is good in that? First and foremost, with this technology, China becomes the only member country to possess this advanced generation on equal terms with USA. Now, these both are the only two countries which are possessing this kind of information, and this kind of information to produce this stealth class. Understanding? Second thing is F-31s, F-32s. So basically, this is also another stealth mode aviation only, right? This was to be purchased by your Pakistan from China. Same stealth mode. This guy was supposed to be the first international buyer. And before this guy buys an index, so again, why will Pakistan buy any military equipment in its border area? To scare India, to make sure India will be put at a disadvantage. Before it even is inducted in your Pakistan's army, the news has already been leaked out. Either way, your India will also get a whiff of it. Obviously, India will be briefed on what it is. So on this information, your Indian army can make changes to what the countermeasures that they will have. They are going to get this. We don't know what it is. Again, all these are classified information. But because of this leak, now India will either way come to know, knowing that India can make countermeasures to improve its security. This is the overall story of your J-35A leaks. Now we will fill in the facts. Look at this. In a case that has sent shockwaves through China's national security circles, a former assistant defense engineer, identified as Liu, has been sentenced to death for leaking classified intelligence on China's J-35A fifth generation stealth fighter to foreign intelligence agencies. So they have held that, your Chinese have held that your Liu had illegally copied, stored, and ultimately sold the classified defense related documents. How did he try to do that? He carried this espionage, right? How did he try to do that? First and foremost, he fragmented the sensitive information, and then he set up the way of his communication was also through multiple modes. He set up fake burners, SIM cards, etc. So each time the contact was changing the mode of communication. Another thing is the information that he was carrying was set up to, again, the money which he was going to receive was to be received to multiple online accounts, and also to make sure he stays off the radar. Now, when I say radar, it means from your intelligence agencies, so as to not raise suspicion. Again, in here, when he got caught was first time when the foreign assets severed ties with him. Up until then, no one could track it. But what he tried to do was he again tried to re-establish connection with other foreign nationals. Within 6 months, traveling to those many countries, and again he started that. That put him under the radar. Okay, look at this, operating under multiple aliases, utilizing anonymous SIM cards, and also fragmenting and getting sensitive information before transmitting. So these were all the ways that he has did, is what your China has come out and said. So what was the punishment meted out to him? Lifelong deprivation of political rights and execution. This is your Beijing's policy of making sure they will not take the cases of espionage or hurting the nation, taking its information and leaking it illegally will not be taken lightly. This is a direct, out, straight, harsh message. Look at this. Now we will see a little bit more about your J-35s. Your J-35 was first showcased in your air show in China. And this J-35s are your China's ambition to dominate your next generation aerial warfare. Your J-35 was the second generation stealth fighter craft. The first was your J-20, or otherwise called as Mighty Dragon. We don't know exactly what these will be doing. That is your J-20 or J-35A, because of its highly sensitive classified data, which is even again non-export understanding, which means it's not even sold, because of its highly classified and radar evading technology. The reason this is very important for China is because of your issues in your Indo-Pacific region. We saw about your F-35s, that is your J-35s, right? Look at this. China joins the United States as the only nation with two distinct fifth generation fighter jets. China has J-35A and J-20 Mighty Dragon, whereas USA has F-35 Lightning II and F-22 Raptor. These are the only two countries which possess this kind of abilities, stealth abilities. And one special thing about your J-35A is it has a mark of 2.0, which is higher than your USA's, which is of mark 1.6. What is the specialities? Again, we don't know for official confirmation. We are able to deduce these are the facilities that it has: advanced sensor fusion, next generation avionics, stealth optimized designs. It is a land based and a catapult assisted takeoff. What is the issue surrounding this? See, in your South China Sea, Taiwan Strait, that is your Indo Pacific region, which is now the hot area for your geopolitical and geo-economic place. This places near your China, that is your Taiwan, Korea, and your Australia, Japan, your USA has placed its F-35s. Now, USA was the only one that was having for a very long period of time. When China bought out this J-35s, this was a direct counter to your USA's F-35. If F-35s were all stationed near South China Sea, Taiwan Strait, now to counter that came J-35. So this is a clear indication of China trying to compete and stand off with USA. Look at this, the South China Sea area. This is your Taiwan Strait. Your USA had specifically stationed its F-35s. Now that is access to it in your near your Japan, Australia, which was nothing but again a show of a military might to China, and China countered it with your J-35s. Understanding? So this is the importance of how much China needs to be secure in this region, and for what this was important, and what this leak means for your international medium, especially for Pakistan, because why, it was going to be the F-31s, the FC-31, it was going to be the first international customer, and now the plan failed like this. So this is it with regarding to your China's high military leak. All right. Now, before ending, we have a small announcement from Legacy IAS Academy. For those of you who are attempting prelims 2025, we have a current affair compilation of month every month, which is specifically targeted at your UPSC preparations for 2025 prelims. And we also have, for those of you who want to learn answer writing, mains answer writing, what content to add to it and all, we have bought in Impact 2025. The links for all of these will be provided in the description box below. Do check that out. Understanding? If you like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button and share it along with your friends. Thank you.